Okay, hello, this is Teacher Ed. I'm so happy to see you again. Okay, Matiyamte students. So today we start with exercise 2.2. Right? Last time we stopped somewhere, and then we talk about some statistic problems. Okay, so today what is it? I want you to do something as a group. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to do that. So what you have to do, right? You have to go to your local grocery stores. What is it? So grocery store is a place like supermarket, okay, where you can get your ingredients, where you can get your vegetable, where you can get your meat like that, or rice, noodles to cook for your meal. Okay, so I want you to survey, right? Survey this one. Let's say supermarket. I would say like if maybe you want to get to tops like that. So survey the prices of 6 items of products with the questions created by yourself. So you have to think about the questions that you want to get. So you compare the prices of 6 items. Anything, prices, right? So you have to look at the price tags of 6 items. I don't know. It's up to you. Maybe you want to look at the snacks. Maybe you want to look at I don't know, instant noodles. You want to look at some drink or whatever. So, and then you have to fill in this one. You have to fill in this one. Like, think of your problems. Mm-hmm. Think of your problem, think of your data source, like where do you want to go and get your information. Like this one is your questions. If you don't know how to do it, you just have to go back, right? Page number 42. Yeah, page number 42 has it. Yeah, you can just go back. Page number 41, right? You can just go back like this guy, right? Last time we talked about Banyatan, right? He was like interested in the prices of trees sold by Mr. Jom, right? The shop owner. So he asked Jom about the prices of various trees, recorded the data. He recorded the data, he analyzed them, and he presented them in the bar chart. So it's up to you, right? So you can just look at this one as an example. So this in this example, there Jom wanted to analyze the prices of the tree. Right, so he just do it, and then he just presented out with a bar chart. Okay, so maybe you can just take a look. Right, so his problem is like the price of grafted plants. Right, price of grafted plants. So maybe you want to say like your problem would be like prices. Yeah, prices of 6 items. ITEMS, like prices of six item data source. I don't know, maybe let's say 7-Eleven. Make it different. Okay, make it different. Like, and for the questions, uh, if you don't know what to do, you just go back to John. Right? John say like his question is like how much was each type of grafted plant. He wants to know the price. So for you, or maybe you want to write how much. Maybe okay, maybe very similar. Like how much MUC? Oh no, that's MA already. Like how much, right? How much uh, does each item something at 7-Eleven cars? Something like that. How much does each item at 7-Eleven cost? Like, but you go for 6 items, 6 items. Then you can just go back like this one. Go back to John, right? Uh, for your data collection, this one like data collections. I don't think that you want to interview, right? So you can just look at the price tag. You can just look at the price tag. something. And type of data, price is number that you can do anything with it, right? So it's gonna be quantitative, like in these problems. So you just have to write it down, right? So your data collections, so you would just say like price tag, price tag. Okay, price tag, because you just have to look at, you know price tag, right? If this is the item, price tag is something like that. Okay, and it has the price of it on it. Or if this is the item, the price tag is somewhere like a sticker, like it is stick on the item. It is stick on the item, and you can just like type of data. Type of data. This one is of course like not quantitative data, because it is about the number. It is about the number, right? The presentation, it's all like up to you. You may want to use the table. You may want to use the bar chart. It's up to you. So you just have to do it, right? And then you can just draw it, right? You can just draw it below. You can just draw it below, like prices of each item, right? If you want to use the table, you go for your table. Like you need to have the columns. You need to have the row something. If you want to use the table, if you want to use the bar chart, you go, right? It has like the height. So the height of it would be like the price, something like that. And then this one is like the item, something. So up to you, right? Up to you. This one like data interpretations, you can just go back to see Mr. Panyaton again, something like. So interpretation, like he say like the prices of grafted plants, then for you it would be like the prices of uh, items. It's vary from, I don't know, right? You can just look at their local store, right? Maybe the 7-Eleven, something. You can just look at which one is the most expensive, right? Which one is the least expensive? So you can just write it down, and then you just come like decision making, right? If the price is like reasonable, you will just recommend your parents, your friends, your teachers, and then anyone that you know to go to buy the items from that shop. But if it's not reasonable, then you would not recommend. You know what? So if you get it, you just go. You just go, right? You just go to do it. You just go to do it. This one, right? It depends on you. You just choose where you want to go to collect your information. You do it, and then you submit to me. I want to see. I want to see that you understand it or not, right? Okay, next one is problem two. Next one is problem two. This one, you can do anything that you want. It's not about the grocery. It's not about the trees. It could be anything. Right? It's a you formulate your own problems. What is formulate? Right? Formulate means like you make, right? You construct, you build up your own problem in which you would like to use the statistical methods. For example, maybe let's say you want to check the score. Yeah, maybe the score, right? Maybe you want to check the scores of each subject, like maybe Thai, science, something like that. So you can just go for it. Maybe you boring about the like those academic stuff already. Maybe you want to think about the what should I say? Maybe prices of movie tickets, something. Movie tickets. Okay, movie tickets. And then maybe what else? Like I don't know. Like you can just think of it, right? Maybe food. Yeah, price of food, something. At your school, right? When you go to the canteen, you can just look. Right? This one is anything, but yeah. But anyway, you have to make it like not too far away from yourself. I mean, like something that is like around you. You can ask your friends. You can ask your neighbors. It's something like even at school. Events in your neighborhood. Neighborhood means like in your local area, not far from your home. Maybe ask your friends next door, something. And then the most important thing is you have to use statistical methods to collect and present the data. So this one is not fixed. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Okay, it's all up to you. Think of your own problem. Think of your own data source. Think of your own questions. Think of the method that you are going to use for the data collection, right? What will be the type of data? What kind of presentation that you want to use? So think of it by yourself. What can you interpret, right? What can you interpret? And then what is the final result? Like what is the decision making? So you think of it, you do it by yourself. Okay. And submit to me. I will tell you when do you have to submit, right? Okay, so that is your exercise 2.2, and today we will talk about this, like the data collection and data presentation. Okay, we will talk more about this topic and that topic in detail. So it's a like some information that you are interested in might not be available in books or any other like printed source, like printed source, for example. You will not be able to find information in any publications or what activities your classmates do for the community, you know, right? What your classmates do for the community, that thing is private, you know, private. That thing is what your friends do at home. So it's not going to be on the internet, it's not going to be on uh, TV, whatever, right? So let's say like the examples are, what are the second semester final exam results? Like second semester final exam results in mathematics of each grade. Grade 8 student in your school, like something like this is quite like local, right? Because it's your school, it's not public, right? This one is not on TV, it's just at your school, it is just at Satri with 3, right? You know what I mean, right? So next one is like number 2, like how the student use the library each day in December, something like this. This is quite local because the library is at your school, right? The library is at your school. It's not like a public library. I can use it, you can use it, but other people who are not part of Nawamin school cannot use the library. Okay, so you have to go in groups of 4 or 5 to work on the following activities. You have to collect information, right? You may want to collect information. You know, right? Something like type of sport, types of hobbies. You want to ask people about that. So, okay, let's look at yeah, activity number 1. Yeah, but the good thing is, I think that you don't have to do it by yourself because somebody just did it for you, right? And they just did it in the book. So this activity, like a group of students want to know the type of reading material that classmates like to read the most, right? Read the most, right? So they conduct a survey on 45 students using this table. So they go to ask 45 students and they use this like this table. So I think if we go a little bit more, right, it has like daily newspaper, weekly newspaper, textbook, fictions. What is a fiction? Right? Fiction is, yeah, I think that you know, fiction is like a story. Story. Some people just write it out. It's gonna be like very fantasy. It's gonna be very fantasy. It doesn't have to be true. You know, it doesn't have to be real. It's something that you just write it from your imagination. Something. Okay. Next one. Documentary. Documentary is something like, you know what, wildlife, animal activities, something, you know, right? People just go to take pictures. People just go to record the videos of the lion, of the crocodiles. They just go out in the forest and then, you know, right, make a story of something like that, something that you don't know, something in the forest, something maybe outside of this world, right? Into they just go into what should I say, like outside of the world, right? They just go into the space. Yeah, they just go into the space. They explore something on the moon, like that, and then they put it on TV, right? So you can watch it. Right? Documentary, it's something like that, you know. Comic book, I think you know, right? Sport magazine, you know it. Science magazine, you know it. Entertainment magazine, you know it. Others means not in those 9. They are outside. So it's others. Whoop. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so it has now, right? Somebody did it for you, right? Somebody collected information for you. So you have the comic book, right? So because you are the students, so you like comic book the most, like you like it more than textbook, you like it more than mathematics, like you like it so much. You can read it all day, all night. Not you don't want to sleep, right? So that is when the daily newspapers, daily newspapers. Yeah, not many people like it. This one is like fiction. Yeah, but I think you like fiction, you know. In Thai, I know like some girls, especially the girls, they just call it like fic, you know. And it's like a comic book, and in that book has like a man who lives another man, something like that. Fiction, yeah, fic. So they like it. Right? Documentary, entertainment magazine, sport magazine. So, yep, yeah. Study the following example. Like, who is it? Like, Mukham wanted to know how many domestic and international visitors visited Chiang Rai in 2009, right? So domestic means like in Thailand. Yeah, I would just like in Thailand, it's like in Thailand. International, right? People who comes, people who come from somewhere not Thailand. You know, right? The foreigners, maybe from USA, from UK, there's somebody who are not Thai. We see to Chiang Rai in 2009, and then she just researched the information on the internet and found that the result is like below. So you just go to look at. Whoa, this one, what is that? Eh? Oh no, sorry, just got a message. Ding ding. Well. So that is a table, right? That is a table. So what is it about, right? Bangkok, Incursion is like tourist, total like hometown, international visitors, right? You have domestic visitors, you have international visitors, right? Incursion is like tourists, something. You have the number of people, right? Where they come from, like they come from Bangkok, they come from somewhere in central region, somewhere in western, somewhere in eastern, northern, southern, not eastern region, something. Sure. So you have to answer these questions. So we will talk about this excursionists, right? Excursionists, they are the visitors who stop by for not more than 24 hours. They want to stop by not more than 24 hours. It's like when you go to travel like with your family. You go in the morning and you come back in the evening because next day you have to go to school, something like that. So this is like short term, right? Excursionists, right? We talk about some people who went there like for short time for this tourists. If you want to talk about the tourists, they are those who come to Thailand to stay for long term. To stay for long term, they want to come to travel to Phuket, to Chiang Mai, like that, and they stay for more than 24 hours. They stay for more than 24 hours. They may come for 1 month. They may come for like 2 months. They may come for 1 year, like that. So tourists, they stay for long term, right? They stay for long term. Okay, so now you know about the words now. You know about the words now. Okay, so we go back to answer the questions. Okay, we go back to answer the questions. So we go back to that thing, right? From the above informations, answer the following questions. Number one is say which region did Thai visitors come from the most? Right, comes from the most. So go back there. Right? So you just have to go back. So you go back. Thai visitor comes from the most. So you have to go back to that thing, right? I already circled it for you, right? So northern regions, right? Northern region people, if you look at here, right? 1,509 people. That is like the most. That is the most. That is the most. That is the most. So you go back. That's the most, right? That's the most. So you write it here. Which region did Thai visitor come from the most? So you would just say northern region, right? Why is northern region, right? Why is it northern region? Because Chiang Rai is in the north, so northern people, they go to Chiang Rai. It's near for them, but it's far for us. You know, right? Chiang Rai is near for northern people, but Chiang Rai is far for us, like Bangkok and Nonthaburi people. That's it. So next question, right? It actually, like, which part of the world is did it international visitors come from? The least. The next question is like the most. So you want to go to find the least and the most, and you come back to answer the two questions. Woo! Right? You go there. So you look for the international visitors. So you can see that the least is this one, like 42 people, Oceania, right? And then the most is that one, right? 357. That is from Europe, right? That's from Europe. It's a little bit like 90. Okay, so you want to come back and write it down. So what is the least? Like Oceania, Oceania, right? And the most is like Europe. So why do we have to do it? Actually, the answer is here, 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 right? But I want to show you how to get these answers. I want to show you how to get these answers. So I took you back, take a tour like that to get the answer. Okay, next one. We have a new tool, right? This one, frequency distribution of data. This is like our new tool. So this guy is going to look like a table, something like that. You will have some tables and you have to fill in some numbers inside. And let's see, let's see. What is it? What is it in the book, right? It's a raw data. When we talk about raw data, we talk about the information that you have, but you haven't done anything with it. Right? You haven't done anything with it. You just leave it there. You have not gone through a systematic process. You haven't gone to a systematic process to make it easy to understand. Right? You haven't done anything. Okay, so what is the example? It the book gives you an example about the score of 10 students for their assignments. Okay, and they are like that: 20, 24, 18, 19, 20, 15, 20, 22, 14, and 21. Right? You have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you have just only 10 students. You know, right? When the size of your raw data is not big, right? The size of your raw data is only 14, like this. It's very easy for you. It's very easy for you to answer the question. It's very easy. Something like this one, right? It's a what is the lowest score? What is the lowest score? So you just go back to look. 14. 14 is the lowest. So you just write 14. Right? Very easy. How many students got less than 15? You go back. Less than 15. Just one. This guy is stupid. Right? This guy got less than 14, 15. So just one of them. Just one of them. Okay, you come to look how many students got score from 16 to 20. So you go to look 20. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you count like 1, 24. No, not this one, right? So because you want 16 to 20, 24 is too big. 18, yeah, okay. 18 is okay. So you counted 2, 19, okay. That is 3. 20, okay. That is 4, right? 15, no, too small, right? 20, it's okay. So that's your 5. 22, too big, right? 14, too small. 21, too big. So your answer is 5. You see, right? When the size is just like 10, when the size is not big, you don't have many people, you can answer those questions in like 1 minute. Very easy. But if, let's say, whoa, you have like the score of 40 students. You have the score of 40 students to search for those to search for information from 40 numbers. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So we're going to have to use the frequency distribution table to help. Okay, fun math. This is a big, this is This is a lie. This is a lie. Fun math. Math is never fun, right? Bleh. That's a lie, right? Fun math. So we don't have time, okay? We don't have time to do it. But if you want to do it, you do it by yourself, okay? Okay. So you have like, right? In the table, you are going to have the scores. You are going to have something called a tally. What is a tally, right? What is a tally? I explain to you like this. If you go to the election, maybe you have been there, right? Something like this is called a tally. You know it, right? I don't have to talk a lot. I think you know it now, right? So that thing is called, it is like 5, 5, 3, 13. So tally is like when you count, you mark, 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 cross, mark, mark, cross like that. Okay, that is when you count, right? When you count for votes like that, for votes, like when you have election for prime minister. Yeah, fitch stop, right? Fitch stop. So frequency is like the sum, right? So when you find the sum of all of those things, you get 13, right? So that's it. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. Let's go down a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, right? Let's go down a little bit, right? We will see the data presentation using the frequency distribution table. Okay, we are going to look at example number 1, right? It's a like from a survey on 25 students. It was found that the days of the week they were born on, right? They were born, like for me, like I was born on Wednesday. I was born on Wednesday. So they were born on Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, something like that. Oh my God, like how many of them, right? So you just have to count now. Like let's right? 25 students. So you go maybe what do you want to do? So you have to count, right? You have to count. Oh damn, it's too small than that. So you have to count. Or maybe we want, yeah, for example, you want to start from, okay, Sunday, right? So you go to count, it's Sunday 1, search, Sunday 2, I see it there now, Sunday 3, yeah, Sunday, yeah, that is another Sunday, right? So Sunday is 4, right? So when you see like 4 of them, you just write the tally, you just mark your tally like 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you find the sum there. The sum is 4. Yeah, the sum is 4 there, right? Quite easy, right? That is called a frequency distribution table. Next one, mine, Monday. Okay, so we want to count for the number of people, number of students who were born on Monday. So you go back, you find Monday, right? Yep. Monday 1, you go 1. Monday 2, you go 2. Monday 3, Monday 4, like 2 more, and then you can have a sum of 4. Right? Like you see the patterns, right? And then you just have to go for all the days in the week, right? So you have to count like Wednesday, Tuesday, you count. You mark the tally, and then you find the sum. You write the sum there. Yeah, the total is 25. Something like this is called the frequency distribution table, because you sort the item, right? You sort the item, you group the item according to the frequency, something like this, and it's gonna be easier for you to answer the questions, right? Yeah, and you can have the conclusion too, right? It was found that from the 25 students, most were born on Wednesday. Most were born on Wednesday, because you go back, see it's one, right? Wednesday shy, right? Wednesday shy, right? Wednesday child, they have problem. Wednesday child, they have problem because they are in the middle. People don't like them, something like mom and dad like the young ones. Mom and dad love their old one, but mom and dad feels like normal for the one in the middle, something. So we have some people they call Wednesday child. Okay, so that's the most. Number was 6. The second most were Sunday, Monday, and Saturday, with 4 students. 3 students each were born on Tuesday and Thursday. And there was only 1 student who was born on Friday. This one. Only one of them were born on Friday. So frequency distribution table can give us like answer easily. Uh-oh. How about this one, right? Again, you have the score of 40, not score, I'm sorry. You don't have the score, right? But you have that, the result in seconds from the 100-meter sprint. So the student, they came to sprint, like run very quickly. It's 40 of them, and then we just have to record the time, right? Something like this one is 13 seconds, this one is 14 seconds, 13 second, 14 second, like that. Okay, so we count those numbers, we count those minutes and those seconds, like 12, we count like 12 1, and then bong, right, something like that. We go 12 again, so you tick another one, right? And then you find 12 again there, you just tick like this. You know what I mean, right? Or if you don't want to do like, if you don't want to do, I mean, like 12, like all the 12, when you finish with all the 12, then you go for 13. When you finish all the 13, you go for 14. If you don't want to do that, you can do it like this. I will just show you, right? Let's see. You look for the minimum. What is the minimum, right? You look in that for the student. So the minimum is 12. So you write it there, right? The minimum is 12, and you look for the maximum. What is the maximum? Maximum. You look. Okay. Maximum is 15. Maximum is 15. So you write 15 there. So minimum is 12, maximum is 15. Then you know that 13 and 14 will be in the middle. Will be in the middle, right? Now you go for tally. You go for tally. So you go like this. 12, then you mark 1 there. Next one is 13, you mark another one there. Next one is 13, you mark another one there. Next one is 15, you mark another one there. You know what I mean, right? Then 14, you mark it. 14, you mark it there. Yep, you just have to go like one by one. Like 13, 13. So you go like 13, 13. 12, 13. You go like 12. 13, 13. You have 5 of them now. So you cross it out. Okay, you know what I mean, right? And then you just have to go this. You do all of them. And then you will get it like this. You will get it like this. And then you count and then sum it. You count and sum it here. You count and sum it here. You count and sum it here. Finally, you will have 40 students. Okay, that is how to do it. That is how to do it. How to make your table. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Then what is next, right? Ah. Okay, I want to come back a little bit, right? Something like this, when you have like 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds, you see that they are like alone, right? Just one number, one number alone, like one box, of your table, one box, one number, one box, one number, one box number, one number, one box, one number. We call this kind of table frequency distribution table. We call this kind of frequency table as this one, ungroup frequency table. Ungroup because they are alone. They are not in a group, right? They are not in a group. Okay, so next we go for this group data, group frequency distribution. What is that? So let's take a look, right? Let's take a look in this example number 3. Do you see the difference? You see the difference? Like, you look at this one, that is in a group, like a group of the score 1 to number 3. This one like a group of the score from 4 to 6, a group from 7 to 9, 10 to 12, 13 to 15. Like, you have like a group, or I would call it like the range, you know. It works like the range of numbers. Okay, so this one is called group frequency table. Okay, group frequency table. So you see it, right? You can group them or you can make it ungroup. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay. So we are going to call them with different names, right? Different names. Something like we have some names for them, like from the above distribution table. So from this table, the values in column number 1 are groups of the score, right? This one, it's like this column number 1. It's about the groups of score, like groups of scores. And there are 5 groups, right? 5 groups, like group 1, group 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are 5 groups according to the values of scores. Namely, a group for 1 to 3, like namely, it means like 1 by 1. You call the name of it 1 by 1. Like it's a group of 1, 2, 3. A group of 4 to 6. I think I explained to you already, and you can read it by yourself. Yep. And then we come back, we come to look at it. It say like we call the lowest and the highest score for each group as the class interval. Class interval. Okay, so we have a new keyword, something called a class interval. Right, the lowest and the highest, something like this. Maybe I want to pick this one up. 7 is a class interval. 9 is the class interval. You know, class is like one line, one group, like that. Class interval. So 7 is class interval, 9 is class interval, 10 is class interval, 12 is class interval. Okay, class interval. Yep. So let's take a look at like this one. Like it's like for class interval 1, 2, 3, it has like 3 values. 3 values, which are 1, 2, and 3. Right? Class interval 4 to 6, you have 4, 5, 6. This one is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Yep, so we can see that the class intervals have 3 numbers of possible values. Yeah, we say that a distribution like this has equal the same class interval width, right? So now you know what is ungroup frequency table. You know what is group in frequency table. You know how to call them. You know like intervals, right? You know how to do the tally. Okay, so I wish that you know something already. Oh, what is that? Like math history. Statistical methods were used in ancient civilized empires such as actually Egypt and China to manage simple data for the immediate purpose of the government. Governments again, right? So example of data are those about the population, the farming, the defense, and the tax. Oh, I see, I see. So statistic was used by Egyptians and Chinese long time ago. Like their government used to use statistic to count for the number of population, do the farming, right? Grow their rights. Defense means like the military. Yeah, the military, the soldiers. And the tax, it's the money that government collects from people, right, to build city and to take care of them something. Whoa, long history. Okay, so this one, the following distribution table shows the result something for the student. Okay, so we just want to look at example number 4, right? We just want to look at this one quickly. So what you have here is the distribution table from the survey of allowances for the students in a classroom. Allowances is like allowances is it's something like money. You know, like money, the money that you get from your parents before you come to school. We call it like allowance, daily allowance. It's like you come to school, your mom give you 10 baht, your mom give you like 20 baht, and then you come to school. Sorry, I got a message a bit. I got a message. So it shows like this 10 baht to 19 baht have like 2 students. Maybe like 40 to 49 baht, like 10. Oh damn, if you are here, right, 70 to 79 baht, you are so rich. And then just one of them, right? So 41 student. Shup. So you have to answer the following questions. It's a How many class intervals are there in the distribution table? How many class intervals? So you just look, count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you have 7 class intervals. Very easy, right? What are the widths of the class interval 50 to 59 and 60 to 69? I would say the answer is 10. How do I know, right? How do I know? How do I know, right? 50 to 59. So you will go, let's say like the minimum is 50, right? And then you go like 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Yep, that's the maximum. So now you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See? So you have 10 numbers. The width will be like 10. Okay, so that is the answer. Next one, it actually like, do all class intervals have equal widths? Yes, of course. Like you look, right, because this one like begin with 0, ends at 9. Begin with 0, ends at 9. All of them, right, have the same pattern. So the answer of this is like a yes. Next one, how many students have 40 to 49 baht for daily allowances? So you go, woo, there, 40, 49, right? This one is number 10, so your answer is 10. Easy, right? This one is so easy. How many students have less than 30 baht for daily allowances? So you go back, less than 30 baht. Then you go less than 30 baht. It should be like these two groups, right? Two intervals. So you count like 2 and 8. Your answer would be like 10. Less than 30 is 10. How many students have more than 50 baht of daily allowances? So you go more than 50 baht, so minimum is 50, maximum is just like that. Then you go. How many of them, right? 4, 5, and 6. Answer is 6. Easy, easy, right? That is how you look at the frequency distribution table and then get the information from it for your answers. Very easy. Oh yeah, we have the same, right? We have the same, right? This is like the solutions, but this is like how to do it. This is how to do it. Dum 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 dum. Okay. Qualitative data from measurements are approximated. Integer, specific number, something. Okay, maybe you want to talk about this one like later. Want to talk about this one later, you know, right? Yeah, maybe just now, right? Maybe just now. So now, what is the problem that we have, right? Somebody would just say, hey, how about if, you know, right? If you bring money to the school, maybe you don't bring it like exactly like 1 baht, exactly 2 baht like that. How about if you have like, let's say you have 10, no, you have 10 baht and then 25 sang. Then where are you? Then where are you, right? If you have like 10 baht and 25 sang, so you are going to be there, right? Hey, and how about if you have like 9 baht, 50 stars? So where are you, right? You don't see like, you don't see 9.5, right? This one you don't see 9.5, no 9.5 there, but so you have to put it right somewhere. So some people would just say like, if you don't have an integer, you have to change those class intervals into something called lower bound and upper bound. Very easy. So this one is from 10 to 19, right? How do you do it, right? How do you make the lower bound and upper bound? Very easy. From 10, you go like 0.5 down. 10, you go 0.5 down. You have 9.5. 19, you go 0.5 up. You have 19.5. Right? 20, you go 0.5 down and you get 19.5. 29, you go 0.5 up. You have 29.5. Very easy, right? So when you have decimal, you may see your class interval like this, but you have to consider this. this. You have to consider 0.5, something about like 0.5 there. We called it there boundary. We called it like the boundary. Okay, so very easy. This one very easy, right? Oh, class interval width. Yeah, class width, like class width, right? If you don't want to count, let's say you don't want to count like 10, 11, 12, 14, 6, I don't know, count like all the numbers. If you want to find a class interval, very easy. Then you go like upper bound minus the lower bound, something like, yeah, like this. So class 10 to 19, right? The lower bound is 19.5 and the upper bound is 19.5. Lower bound is 9.5. You minus them, you will get 10. Okay, right? Remember, right? You remember when I teach you, right? 10 to 19, like I wrote like this: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, not 20. Right? And then I just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get 10. 10, which is the same number. But it takes a long time, right? You want to make it quick, you go like upper bound minus the lower bound, right? That's very easy. That's very easy. Okay, guys, I think that now we have learned a lot already. So I think I'm gonna stop my video at here, and next time we will talk more about this. We will talk more about this statistic. So I wish that you can watch it from home, and we can have like a good discussion in the class. Okay, this is teacher Ed. Like, bye bye.